Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening to everyone. So today, we are from LAX2049. I've got news for you from group 131. In this group discussion 5, we are going to discuss about the news that we are going to put in our spot section. At the end of the discussion, we are going to pick two best topic that we are going to put in our publication. So before we start, we are going to introduce ourselves first. Um, Let me introduce myself. My name is Sharul Fazli bin Azri. My metric number is 208059. How about you, Atasha?
Hi, my name is Siti Atasha binti Sanusi. My metric number is 207214.
My name is Sheikh Hakim and my metric number is 205844.
My name is Ni Haris Mustaqim bin Maharis and my metric number is 207622.
Hi, my name is Siti Munirah binti Ismail and my metric number is 206690.
Hi, my name is Imanina Nazifa. My metric number 205659.
Hi, my name is Nur Nadira binti Kamaruddin and my metric number is 205415.
Hi, my name is Melanie Adrian and my matrix number is 208371.
Okay, thank you everyone. So now we are going to proceed with our discussion. First, I'm going to start with my topic about the sports section. Can you guys see it?
Yes, we can. Yes.
All right. And the topic that I have choose for the sports section is Malaysia Cup cancellation, a big shock for local fraternity. I got this news from malaymail.com that is which is updated on 12 November 2020. Okay. With this news, a few coaches in Malaysia League are surprised with the decision of the Malaysia Football League to cancel the Malaysian Cup for this season. The Malaysia Football League's MFL also have made an appeal to the National Security Council NSC to continue the remaining match in the state which is not under the CMCO, but the NSC have rejected the appeal. Although there were only 7 matches that left to complete the Malaysian Cup. But then, according to the news, the MFL has respect the decision of the NSC due to the situation of our country fighting a battle against the COVID-19 disease. For your information, Malaysia Cup is one of the prestige football competition in Malaysia and one of the oldest football competition in the Southeast Asia. I am sure that a majority football fraternity will be disappointed with this news, especially the players itself, because they must have been so eager to win the cup and when they qualified for the quarterfinal. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Next, how about you, Atasha?
Hi everyone, so I will share my screen. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. My news is not news lah. This is article from the Decathlon blog on 9 October 2020. The title is Top 15 Indoor Sports to Play at Home. So, because of the CMCO, we are we cannot do our usual sports activity like football. We can even play at the field with a lot of people, right? So this blog give us alternative sport to do at home. Okay, for us, first is carom. You guys know, right? The board game, and then backyard football. Usually we play backyard football with our family, so it's good to uh, to enhance our bond with our family. And then table tennis, i- and then hula hooping, and treadmill workouts for those who have treadmill at home. And then basement skateboarding, indoor basketball, fun with archery, yoga, and dance, darts. Yeah, that is um we can play with family. Yes, and then sport jogging. Sport jogging is new. I think sport jogging is new. Because we all cannot jogging out. I we all cannot jogging far away, like, or in a lot of people. So spot jogging is one of the new method to jogging at home. And then sit on gym ball and work, trampolining, and use a home trainer for cycling. So for those who have home trainer. Yeah, that's all. So this all is good to stay healthy at home, even though we cannot go out. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Atasha. So now we are going to proceed with Iqbal.
Okay. For this discussion, for tonight's discussion, I will talk about our young uh, football player, our country's young football player, which is Lukman Hakim Shamsuddin. But first, let me share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got the news from BH Online basically, but I translated the report to English so you guys can read it while I'm explaining. The report is written by Shafi Aznan in 26th November 2020. The title is Lukman Hakim has a FIFA 21 profile. Do you guys know what is FIFA 21? It is actually a game that become phenomenal among youngsters nowadays. So he become one of the avatar in that game. Uh, okay, if we look into the report, into the news, according to a review on foodhead.com, the 18-year-old striker's data can be found in FIFA 21, which saw the player given a total rating of 56 with potential jump to 74. It is amazing to find our local football player become one of the character of FIFA 21. So furthermore, in fact, he is also has a 3-star skill movement, but taking into account his young age and the player is from Malaysia, 56 can be considered a reasonable rating. Okay, every avatar in a game must be rated by a few aspects. So there are 6 main categories, like dash, a shot, a pass, a physical, and finally a defense with a rating of 18. This all shows the rating of each of the skill of a player in that game. So next, they explain more about the rating and how they score the rate. So I think this news is suitable to put in our sports section, despite the we must proud and embrace about our local football player. Malaysia's gem can be express themselves in the global. So I think that's all for me.
Thank you, Iqbal, for sharing the interesting news with us. So now we are going to proceed with Nick Harris. How about you?
All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Which one? All right, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so the news that I'm going to talk about is I got it from the Star Online, written by N. Ramalohan and dated Saturday, the 8th of November 2020. So we all knew about the death of the legendary footballer Diego Maradona. He's dead. He died. Sorry, he died on November 25th, 2020, in Tigre, Argentina. And this article is basically the writer reminiscing about how Diego Maradona was a very huge football star back in the 1980s. He was given the title the Hand of God because of a maneuver that he did um, during the World Cup, if I remember correctly. Apparently, I cannot show you the full content of the news because they want me to log in. But I do have the news on my phone. But it's basically the writer talking about how Diego Maradona was very influential in his childhood and how he grew up liking and a lot of things, and he liked a few things better than others, but there's one thing that will never change. That is his love for Diego Maradona. So the writer pays a huge respect to Diego Maradona, and yeah, I think that is it. The loss of uh, a big loss for the football community because Diego Maradona is a huge star, and yeah, I think that is very good news to put in our news sports news section because it's a global thing. Yes, I think that is all for me.
All right. Thank you, Nick Harris, for the sharing of the news. Now we are going to proceed with the next person, Munirah.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, can you all see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Yes,
have got
yes.
news from Free Malaysia today. The title is CIMB Asia pull plug on M-League sponsorship. So basically, this news tell us two private companies, CIMB and AirAsia, have decided not to continue sponsoring the 2020 Malaysia League competition. And then the Malaysian Football League Chief Executive Officer Gani Hassan said they respected the decision of both companies. And then he also said that the TM company and the manufacturer F900 Plus had agreed to continue its sponsorship in the form of goods only. And then Ghani Hassan said he confirmed that MFL were holding talk with several new parties, keep on becoming sponsor next year. So what can I conclude here is these two companies have stopped in sponsoring the M League due to the financial problem that we can see nowadays. The situation of COVID-19, the CIMB Bank and the airline AirAsia have to stop their sponsoring in M League. So that's all from me.
All right, thank you, Munira. So now, Imanina, how about you, Imanina?
Wait. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Alright, so I got this news from the Star on 31st October 2020, Saturday. The title is Athlete Sporting Spirit is Still Going Viral on World Stage Despite Pandemic. So basically this news is about our athlete, Malaysian athlete who still have the sport spirit. Although in this difficult time during the COVID-19 pandemic. This news started with a quote by Nelson Mandela, which is sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. So there are some group of athletes that being active during this pandemic, which is like state in this news. We have riders who are Hafiz Shahrin Abdullah and Khairul Idham Pawi who competing in the Moto2 and Moto3 World Championship. And then we have single-seater racing driver who is Nazim Azman that making name for Malaysia in BDRC British F3 Championship. And golfers who is Gavin Green and Kelly Tan, also the ambassadors for Malaysia in European Tour and LPGA Tour. And then like from Iqbal News, we also have from football sport, we have Lukman Hakim Shamsuddin, who is playing his trade as a striker for Belgian club KV Kortrijk, while national striker Safawi Rashid is doing his bit since making his maiden debut with Portimonense in Portugal. And then we have also squash athlete and many more. So we should appreciate this athlete hardworking because it's not easy to join any championship during this pandemic because they must go through many medical checkup. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Imanina. So next, we are going to proceed with the next person. Nadira, can you proceed with your news?
Okay, the news that I got is from the Jakarta Post and the date is 10 June 2020. The title of the news is New Star, Malaysian Badminton Ace Eyes Golden Future. Badminton star Lee Zijia charged up the ranking has sparked hopes that Malaysia has found a successor to legend Lee Chong Wei who could finally Lim Chong Wei, and someone who can finally win the country a first Olympic gold. The 22 years old jumped to world number 10 after establishing himself in the sport, alike with some big name at the start of this year before play was suspended because of the coronavirus. Li Zijia is defeated China's Olympic champion Chen Long to reach the semi-finals of the prestigious All England Open in March and beat 9th-ranked Shin Yuki at the Malaysia Masters in January. This made everybody talk that he is the next Lim Chong Wei because Lim Chong Wei, that a 3-time Olympic silver medalist and one of the greatest players of his generation. This made Li Zijia feels pressure, but slowly turned him to become more matured and starting to accept those pressure and turn them into motivation. So that's all from me.
Thank you, Nadira, for sharing your news. So now we are going to proceed with the last person for the discussion, Mary.
Okay, so let me share my news first. Okay, can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay, I see it now. Okay, so
Okay, sorry. Okay, seems like my laptop is still lagging. Okay, so basically this news is talk about the sport education. This news talk about how the Indian government recognize the importance of adopting sports as part of the successful youth development as early as 1984, which made sports and physical education an integrated part of the school's curriculum. In this news, it stresses the values of sports and physical education in developing human capital, increasing productivity, and in fostering social harmony. Games and sport-based activities have formed a dominant part of the physical education curriculum with an interest in providing the meaningful and curriculumly situated sporting experience to students. Seems like I can't really share the news with all of you because the laptop is still lagging, but I will just talk about it. So the schools and college in India are slowly but steadily starting to realize the values of sport in the overall development of children. As for the parents, they are more appreciate of the value of a physical fit body and the overall health benefit of sport education provide. Overall, in my opinion, sports education is not only for youth to learn, but also good for the parents to gain more knowledge on these topics, as parents are the one who will encourage or expose about it to their children. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary, and thank you everyone for sharing your news about the sports section. Okay, now each of us have to vote 2 out of the 8 news that we have, and the 2 news that get the majority vote will be choose to be put in our sports section in our news publication. Okay, for me, I'm going to vote for the news from Munira and Imanina. How about you, Atasha?
I am going to vote for Iqbal and Iman.
Same goes to me. I vote my own my own news and which is the Luqman, about Luqman and Imanina's news.
I would vote for Iqbal's news and Shahruz's news because it is about Malaysia, close to home. Yes.
For me, I'm vote for Iman and Mary's news.
For me, I vote for my news and Iqbal news.
For me, I vote for Imanina News and Iqbal News.
For me, I vote for Iqbal's and Sharul's news.
Okay. Thank you everyone. Okay, before we end our discussion, I want to conclude that the two news that have the highest vote is from Iqbal, which is Luqman Hakim has a FIFA 21 profile, and the news from Imanina, which is athletes sporting spirit still going viral on world stage despite the pandemic. That is the two news that we are going to put in our sports section for our news publication. Okay, I think that's all from us. Thank you everyone for giving the cooperation to this group discussion. I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
too.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, guys.